Hello, welcome back to Banter Tribe. I said it before now that I was going to make a reaction reviewing all matches in game week 28. And I must say, VAR and the refereeing in this game week have to be given an award because I genuinely think this is the worst game week I've had since the introduction of a VAR and the PGMOL. Because I must confess, what on earth is happening? You can't have in one game week, you have over five teams with controversial decisions that can go either way. That for some persons, it's totally wrong, unacceptable. While some persons, because it favors them, they support it. I want to start with Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal fan, as you can see, I'm putting on Arsenal jersey, but today's officiating was poor. Very, very poor. Arsenal versus Chelsea, it was very, very poor. The Declan Rice offense is a handball. Either way you take it, it's clearly a handball. I'm waiting. There is a ref I follow on YouTube. I've forgotten his name. Maybe in my next video I'll talk about his name. He likes reacting to controversial rulings, and I believe he gives good verdict. So I want to wait and hear from an expert referee to hear what he has to say on this, because though in EPL and copyright infringement, he can make small video of EPL videos and not have copyright infringement. I would have shown some of these evidences here, but because of copyright issues, I would only react to them and direct you to go and watch highlights of these matches and see what we're talking about. Maybe I'll try and add some of the pictures of some of them so as also elaborate and show practical evidence of what I'm saying. I want to honestly start with Arsenal Chelsea. Arsenal Chelsea today was poor. Referee was interjecting on play so much. If foul is committed, if it's a bookable offense, but the team that the foul is committed against has an advantage or seems to have an advantage, allow the game to go on before you blow your whistle. If the game could not progress from there, but if you see it's a clear advantage, play the advantage at the end of that phase of play. Issue a yellow card, except when it's second yellow that will lead to a stretcher, which is what happened to Pedro today. I don't have issue with that one because Martinelli had advantage to play, even though he might use it or not, but at least I saw he had an advantage to play, and the ref blew his whistle because the foul was a bookable offense and it was a second yellow, and I support that. But when imagine a foul committed by Palmer, I think Palmer on Saka, and Arsenal was breaking out from our defensive play, and that was the traditional play. Eze and I think Eze and Martinelli or Eze and Trossard at that time were already busting out, and the ball was going to them, only for the ref to blow the whistle and call back play for a foul committed on Saka because he wants to issue a yellow card. Why not allow advantage? At the end of that round of play, you issue your yellow card, but he did not do that. Instead, he chose to interject the game to just issue a yellow card. That's quite poor. That's quite poor. That's poor. That's what we call poor game management. Yes, if an offense is a bookable offense, book it. But when there's an advantage in play, allow the play to go on. It's simple. That was poor. That was poor. But the main one that I know will be on public debate today, because even at least you're right and some other persons they said it was clear penalty. So people will say it's not a penalty. Me as an Arsenal fan, I will tell you it's a penalty. You can't raise your arm to push the ball and you say it's not a penalty. That's one. Two, you are grabbing the player. If you had not grabbed that player, you would have had chance to head that ball. But no, you said he will not head it. So you grabbed him, even though he was jumping with your arm, holding him. The ref had every reason to call that way foul, but he did not call because the type of corners that have been played in EPL this season, before now, but now it has gotten serious. Before it was only after I was doing it. Now it's everybody is doing it. Everybody is now learning how to defend corner, set play, and you see that the manner of defending gives keepers little to no chance of saving a corner. Little to no chance. Look at our second goal against Chelsea today. It was Timber goal, but you look at the small chop that what was his name? Saliba gave to the goalkeeper. Though that was quite soft, of course, I support the goal. The goal was a clean goal. But look at the whole chaos that happens in the 18 yard when a team is defending corner. It happened in Arsenal several times. Arsenal was defending corner. It was several chaos. There was a save that yeah, I think it was the penalty shot that Ryan made, which was from this Declan Rice hand. It would have been a goal. That's how technical that corners has turned out. Sorry, let's say technical. That's how physical combat that corners are turned out to be. You're playing corner, people defend even your own players are also disturbing you from having the clear chance to getting to the ball. They are marking their players. Nobody is now watching, looking at the ball where the ball is coming from to defend it. Instead, everybody is looking at which player am I holding on to, what is he trying to do to stop him. That has affected play. It has benefited Arsenal, but I think it is time we review the rules around corners. It is becoming too much. When there is too much drama, cancel the corner, give a goal kick, let everybody rest. It has favored Arsenal, but I'll have to call it out. It is becoming so much. So let's review this nonsense before it gets out of hand. Then on Liverpool versus West Ham, yes, wait. Liverpool versus West Ham, your officiating would not have changed the play, but let's call it out. There are two key moments. One, Gomez on the eye line of the goalkeeper, and what's his name? Even he was offside, he was on the eye line of the goalkeeper, and the goal by Van Dijk was allowed. I don't agree with that. I believe so many persons will also agree with me. That was a poor call. He was offside, was on the keeper's eye line. I don't understand how somebody will be on overhead screen and say he was not on the keeper's eye line. Were you there? Were you standing beside the keeper? Because you see, the keeper could not move. Yeah, though the ball went very far from where the keeper would have kept it, even if the keeper saw the ball, he couldn't have kept it. But let's call a spade a spade. That young man, Gomez was in the island of the keeper. He didn't move. He didn't before he could move. He's already far gone. So that was a wrong call. VAR had everything to cancel that goal, but he did not cancel it. That is one. Second one was 30 Constellions. That was a foul, a push by what's his name? Konate on him. They said it's not a foul. That's a penalty shot. They didn't give it. What are they doing? So which will not be a penalty? The one by Man U today. Laka was issued a red card by VAR for an offense that happened outside of the 18. That both players lean forward doesn't make it a penalty. That both players' offense started outside of the 18, but ended on the line because the player Laka removed whatever you call him, Laka removed his hand from Man U player, and you could see that he was done with what he was doing. But because the players leaned forward into the 18-yard box, they blew. That's wrong. That was not a penalty. And beyond it not being a penalty, it was not a red card offense. That offense was simply a yellow card offense. But VAR said, no, we'll have to decide this one. They blew. Penalty and a red card. It's beautiful. VAR this week decided to issue out points to who they feel is deserving of it. It is them. It's their judgment. What was their judgment on who they feel is deserving of it? Anything. Not on gamesman at all. It was not on gameplay. It was on this VAR decision. This versus Man City. How many offenses that happened there? The handball by Nunes. That was a clean handball. Nobody can argue anything. It was a clean handball. The only argument was that he was not looking at the ball when the ball was coming. And so what? Was his hand in natural position? What's his hand doing up? His hand is up and he caught the ball. As a matter of fact, before Nunes, what's his name, would have gotten the ball with his hand. I'm sure that ball must have flickered through the hand of that young man before he got to Nunes. And they said there were two persons. And they said there was no offense. No offense because he was not looking at the ball. The question is, at the contact of the ball in his hand, what happened at the end? Did the ball continue in its trajectory? No. He stopped the ball from continuing to the direction it was going. So, of course, you now use your hand to defend the ball. Because it's beyond yet. Your hand is not... First, your hand is not in a natural position, first of all. Second of all, it stopped the direction of the game, of the ball. Because if you are to defend the ball, you should use your body, not your hand. So when your hand now is defense, and the excuse is that you are not looking, are you supposed not to be looking when a ball is being played in your own 18 yard? Is that an excuse? That excuse does not hold water. But I don't know how VAR and referee said no, it's not a penalty, and they stood by it. How about Gehi attack? It's a 50-50 attack. I've said it before, but that tackle was quite harmful to the player because you could see blood on his leg, but they didn't give him. They said it's a free kick in favor of Gehi. How? But the player that he tackled had blood stains over him, and he was saying, "Ref, this is blood." And ref stood by his decision. It's a free kick in favor of Man City. How? That's two. How about Chaki putting the ball on the player that was on the floor, and at the end of the day, he used his thought to hit him? What was he doing? And he was still in the game. Why? What are we doing here? So there are now offenses that a team would commit, and it is because it is them. Don't give them card. Why some other team will give them card? What happened to Faki? What did this manager do? He was just coming into the pitch to talk to ref. Before he got to ref has already removed red card and issued to him. Why? VAR, are you deciding this EPA for us? So we just rest. We know that we're watching VAR chess game and not football. Because I don't understand how this is happening like this. And there is VAR is supposed to be a video assistant refereeing. So that means what referee missed, VAR should call it out. You understand? Errors the referee make, VAR should correct it. But referee will make error, VAR will make error. Some the referee will take a decision, VAR will call him and come and tell him to overturn it. And I've not seen English referee going to monitor and stood by their decision. It's always when they go to monitor, those guys at the control room will let them change their decision. How does that happen? How does that happen? And it's not an obvious error. And they say it's clear and obvious that VAR should interfere on when you have clear and obvious error. But in numerous occasions, there are not clear and obvious errors. And VAR has been disturbing the game. Or shall I talk of Manu? Okay, I've spoken of Manu, Crystal Palace today. Burnley versus Brentford. What is happening there? These are teams that are fighting. This is a team that's fighting for relegation, and they are doing everything they can to survive. And PJ Moyes and ref is saying otherwise. Why? The goal was chopped off for not up to 1 inch offside from the part of the arm. Okay, I accepted it's offside. The another goal was chopped off. Equalizer was chopped off again because it flicked on his hand. But you could not give penalty for this one, but you are giving penalty for this one. You are calling this one, you are cancelling the goal for this one. Don't go against Arsenal. The ball flicked through his hand, but the goal stood. The goal stood. So what is happening? Is it at some games? My problem is not cancelling the goal. My problem is it even a handball? That's first. Secondly, why can't you be consistent? If a ball touches your hand and you say it is not a goal, then stand by that across board. Don't be subjective. You are changing at this point, at smaller points, you are standing by it. Why? Be constant. If it touches your hand, if it touches any part of your arm before a goal is scored, cancel the goal. Which game? I think it was it Chelsea against Burnley that Chelsea against West Ham. I think Chelsea against West Ham that the ball touched the player's arm and dropped to the next player and he scored it, and they allowed the goal because it was not him that scored the goal directly, but the hand assisted the goal, and they allowed it. Please, let's be consistent with these rulings. Let's not be jumping up and down with our rulings. It's not helping matters. It is ruining the game. VAR is officially ruining the game. I think there was one in Champions League at this playoffs. I think it was a Juventus player that was supporting his body with his arm, and they called it for a handball because it touched a penalty handball because it touched him. There was the floor. So let's be consistent. The inconsistency is too much. If you say a ball touches your hand for any reason, it's a penalty, it's a handball. Let's stand by that. If a ball touches your hand before it's called a goal, cancel the goal. Let's stand by that. Let's not have decision. Well, let's not be subjective where you have at some point it is standing, at some point it's not standing. Inconsistency is ruining the game. Let the rule be clean. Let the rule be clear. Let the rule be clear so that we know that at this point, if offense is committed, it is this. Don't make the officiating as if it's one science class, science test and science this in lab experiment that people are doing here. If you put this, you don't get this. No, we're not making lab set. This is real game. So let it be plain. Let the rule be plain. If offense is offense here, let it be offense there. Don't make offense here and non-offense here. It doesn't work. There's Burnley Brentford 2 times. Burnley scored to go 4-3 up. They cancelled the goal. Brentford scored to go 4-3 up. Burnley scored at additional time to equalize. After 5 minutes of review, they cancelled the goal again. What's happening? And this was a team that was coming from 3-0 down to grab a victory, and VAR said no, they can't grab a victory. Cost them even 1 point. It's well. I've mentioned all of them. Let me know anyone I missed in my reaction, and make your opinion known. Am I wrong in my own view? Because these are views I feel that is right. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, what is your own opinion on these matters? Let it be known in the comment section. Let's have an argument there. Thank you again for watching Matter Tribe. See you in the next one.